Clara had sliced the man's body into so many pieces, he was beyond recognition. Even a chainsaw couldn't stop his pursuit, the pieces slowly crawling across the floor towards her. The angel explained that her mission was to save all souls from hell by eliminating death. The suffering masses begged her to let them die, and Earth itself became its own kind of hell. AI isn't bad at generating pictures of hands. But the people chained to the factory walls' hands start to mangle after weeks of drawing, and what other reference do they have? I pretended to sleep so I could finally see the Tooth Fairy. When I peeked a little, I didn't expect to see an abomination with millions of teeth in its mouth, sniffing the room. I pretended to sleep so I could finally see the Tooth Fairy. When I peeked a little, I didn't expect to see an abomination with millions of teeth in its mouth, sniffing the room. People have forgotten the old rules. The rules for dealing with the fair folk. It's amazing how many names and thank yous you can collect from calling customer service lines. Freak accident kills whole family, the newspaper headline read. I put down the newspaper in anger, disappointed that after all these years, my mother still calls me by that name. I put my child on the driver's seat and locked the door for their own safety. Now I can only watch on helplessly as my cold, dead hands start to crack the glass with each impact. I scrolled down the terms of service without reading and tapped "I've read the terms of service and agree." I wish I'd seen the clause that legally allowed them to steal the soul from my body. As they dug deep into the chest, the explorers knew they found their salvation. Trapped, wounded, and starved, they begrudgingly devoured the still warm organs of their deceased and esteemed colleague. I held my wife close last night as she sobbed quietly, paranoid that a monster was lurking in the closet. When the morning came, my sleeping arms were still wrapped around her mutilated remains. An overwhelming sense of dread washed over the crowd as we gazed up at the magnificently blue sky, murmurs building into a panicked frenzy. After a moment or two, the error code vanished and the clouds came back. In the mirror's reflection, I saw a figure standing behind me, its eyes devoid of life, its mouth twisted into a sinister grin. But when I turned around, there was nothing there except the chilling echo of its laughter.